Hello YouTube, what is up? My name is Chris. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. So in this video, I am going to be reviewing the new, Sandy, please stop. The new Halloween film, Halloween Ends. I got Michael with us tonight, and I'm wearing my Halloween shirt from 2018. Gotta say, I liked the 2018 film. Halloween Kills was okay. And this new film that I just got back from seeing, I'm so glad it's over. I just want to tell people, you do not go waste your money. This is a trash film. I'm really sorry to just, say it right there. I'm not trying to... I didn't intend to do this review to shit on this movie. But as the big horror buff that I am, I mean, I love, look at me like fixing my Michael Myers shirt. But I love Michael Myers and I love horror films, like a good amount of them. And I don't know what's transpired recently. Just, it seems that a lot of films that come out tend to, somehow they get fucked up. I don't know how to exactly put it. Halloween Ends, it to me is probably one of the worst Halloween films I've ever seen. I just got back from seeing it, like I said, with my brother, so it's still pretty fresh. But me and my brother actually spoke about it afterwards, and even while I was watching the movie, I was looking at my brother and being like, "This is a bad movie." So I went into this film under the impression that this was the last showdown between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. But I thought something new was going to happen, and something new did happen, but not to my liking. Just... Michael Myers is in this movie, I'm not even kidding, probably altogether, he might have 10 minutes of screen time. It's a Halloween movie, and Michael Myers doesn't appear in the movie maybe until 40 minutes into the movie. I might be wrong a little, might be off a little bit about that, but Michael Myers is truly gone. At least, from this universe, this timeline, and I'm grateful and I'm happy. Like I said, I enjoyed the 2018 film. For the most part, it had its flaws, but it was something fresh. It started us on something new. Halloween Kills was something, kind of went off and was just like about Michael Myers killing, whereas the story, whereas like the real plot, at least that's the way I saw it. It was still a continuation off of the same night though in 2018, and then you have this film that ends on a really bad fucking note. Oh my gosh, what did they do? So first off, yeah, my videos aren't edited. I'm sorry. I just like speak pretty like straightforward into the camera. I haven't taken the time to learn how to cut my videos and stuff, but I felt the need to sit here and actually talk about this film, talk about why I do not like it, and why I am disappointed. So here I go. As you know, this has been a new... Well, if you are following these movies, you know that these three Halloween films are the latest Halloween movies that have come out, and they're made over in Hollywood, and big production team. They're actually... Even John Carpenter, is a bit part of this. I can only imagine if John Carpenter actually wrote these movies and directed them, or even just wrote out a story and gave it to somebody to direct, like he did with Halloween 2, 1981. So like I said, David Gordon Green directs this movie, Blumhouse produces it, he produces a whole bunch of horror movies, a lot that really aren't good, and Danny McBride is attached to this movie. as a writer, I think, along with David Gordon Green. But something I saw that was also a little odd to me was that there was 4 writers on this movie. Why? I don't know. If that's how the movie got fucked up, I could understand, because I don't usually I don't really see 4 fucking writers on a movie, but this movie's fucked up. It's bad writing. I don't know if it's bad acting. It's just, it's shitty. So let me talk about what it's about. We have this new character by the name of Corey, I believe. And, yes, this is continuing off of the 2018 movie. So it takes place a year later. This kid, Corey, he's in his early 20s. He's a babysitter. He has an accident with this young kid. He pretty much ends up killing this one kid in a panic, and the parents come home and blame him. And it is his fault. The kid was like playing a prank on him, locked him in a room. He was upstairs and on the spiral staircase, and he like kicks open the door, and the kid flies down and pretty much dies. And it was pretty fucked up for them just to start the movie out this way. But they were trying to, you know, give us this new character, new storyline, and also pretty much show that like everyone's in a panic. Michael Myers came back and fucked this town up 40 years later. So this character, Corey, I don't understand who came up with it to make it pretty much his fucking movie and pretty much sideline Michael Myers, but they need to get slapped across the fucking face. Like, my opinion. I would have taken that fucking thing and put it right through the fucking shredder. I would have threw it back in somebody's face, because there's parts in this movie that I don't quite understand why it's in this movie. It's a horror film. And there's just parts where, like, this fucking kid, right, is riding on a motorcycle with Allison, and they have this, like, you know, romantic, kind of like hypnotic, I don't know what, dance music, I don't know what the fuck kind of music it is, but it's stupid. Like, it's just like, I was like cringing at it. In fact, there's actually one point, well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm getting off track. So, it's taking place 4 years later, I guess present day, since 2018. Michael Myers just disappears, because after Halloween Kills, after he kills Karen, he just disappears. So Laurie, for some reason, decides, after training her whole life to combat the boogeyman and eventually put a stop to Michael Myers, she's going to just buy a house and put this all behind her. Even after that he killed her fucking daughter, you would think that she would have been more crazy. But in this movie, she's trying to move on. Michael Myers, again, disappeared. It's not like he was found or apprehended again, or even killed or pronounced dead. Like, he just disappeared after Halloween Kills. And where he goes, he pretty much ends up in a sewer. He's living in a sewer in Haddonfield. And it's like, what the fuck? I mean, this movie's bizarre. I'm, like, actually in shock that people... Usually they have to do like a test footage, right? And they probably have audience like come in, or they sit there and they watch their movie. I cannot believe that they actually sat there, or they put this film together, and then they were like, this is going to be it. This is going to be like this is the big banger that you've all been waiting for. I feel as if like they ruined this movie on purpose. I don't know. It's so bad. So anyway, let me continue. I don't know why Laurie's character was made to be Sandy, stop. I don't know why her stop it. I don't know why her character was made to be all like happy. She's like fucking, is it who's Betty Crocker? She's like cooking shit. You got Lindsay Wallace, and all she fucking does in this movie is like pour alcohol and read tarot cards. I don't know why the fuck she's in this film. Allison is a nurse. She's training to be a nurse, or she is a nurse, and there's annoying characters. You have these kids that are in like high school, and they know about the Corey, and they, you know, of course, the whole town fucking hates Corey. because of what he did, and this movie's messy. It's really messy, like to the point where I'm actually sitting here and I'm putting up my fucking review just to throw it up on YouTube, just because like I'm like really disappointed and underwhelmed by how like how a big Hollywood fucking production film could like be out there. It's fucking Michael Myers. You just get this shit right. Guy in a fucking mask on Halloween night killing people. That's all the fuck we needed. But yet we get this like romance bullshit thing with Allison and Corey, and then you have somewhat of like an interesting idea that Michael Myers is evil. So he passes evil along to certain people, or he corrupts people. Corey, at one point in the film, Corey like gets into a fight with these kids. He's like drunk and like leaves a bar. These kids like throw him over a bridge. He survives, but Michael Myers pulls him into his I was gonna say his dungeon, into his sewer. And then Corey wakes up, and Michael Myers, he's walking around, and Michael Myers grabs him, and then he like just looks at him, and Corey walks off, and I was like, really? They're gonna go that route? I felt like you guys did that back in 2018 film with Dr. Sartain, where you tried to make somebody else the Michael Myers, somebody else the killer on Halloween. And I was like, this needs to stop. But you guys did it in this movie. And it's fucked up. It's Michael Myers' movie. Not this fucking kid Corey or Corey Myers' film. I'm not shitting on the actors either, because it's really not their fault a lot of the time. But it didn't have to be this way. So Corey ends up killing people, and along with Michael Myers at one point. He does it at least like once or twice. And Michael is honestly a bitch in this movie. He's a punk. He's a fucking hoe. He gets fucking bodied, bro. Like, he, like I said, had about maybe 10 minutes of screen time, and it's bugged out. This film is bugged out. Corey at one point takes Michael's mask and goes on like a killing spree. It's really weird. So anyway, let's move along. I think there was like some good quality music throughout the movie. Maybe that's the only thing I think that is redeeming about it. Other than that, I did not like this film. I think it really is one of the worst Halloween films I've ever seen. And that says a lot. I've seen all of them. I don't want to be like, oh, I know all of them inside and out. But I pretty much do. And this one is bad. Let's see, like, what else can I, like, really talk about? Laurie Strode. Her last showdown with Michael. Yeah, she has this showdown with Michael that lasts maybe about 5 minutes in the house, but it's so weird because throughout this film, I guess it's taking place like a week or two before Halloween, and then Michael just appears, I guess, on Halloween night, and it's just so weird because I guess I was thinking that it was going to build up to something more, or there was going to be some other way of it building up to their fight. But it doesn't, and it's disappointing. And she kills him, but the way they actually even go about it when they kill Michael is it had me like I was laughing. I laughed a lot in this film. They tie Michael's body after they have the fight. Laurie like pretty much pins him to a table and like cuts his throat open, his wrists. He bleeds out. I think she even stabs him at one point. So her and Allison tie the body to like the top of a car, and their car, and they all drive it. And in the town, it's bugged out. Everyone in Haddonfield's all lined up behind the car, and they go to like a junkyard, and Laurie's there, and they have his body in like on the side of like a big, huge like grinder, and then Laurie just pushes his body in there, and it's so. It's so, oh my god, like I guess I what would I say, whack? I was expecting something different. Maybe, I guess they already did the decapitation and what was it, H2O, they didn't want to redo that. I was thinking maybe shotgun to the head. No, they didn't want to do that. I don't really know, but it was a letdown. This film was just a really big fucking letdown. Um, so let me just backtrack a bit, like talk about the kills. Like I said, Michael only killed one, two, I think two people, and it's supposed to be his movie. These people who are in charge, like you guys, David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, Bloomhouse, and these other fucking guys. Let me read off their names who are attached to it. I have it pulled up on my phone. Paul Brad Logan and Chris Bernier. I don't know who the fuck they are. This film, you guys fucked up. I'm sorry to say. Like I could have wrote this shit better. I could have ended this fucking movie better. Like Michael Myers should have just came back home and started fucking killing everyone, and just one last time. It didn't even feel Halloween like. It was just weird. It was just such a It's just such a strange, weird movie. And I was about to apologize and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry if I'm bitching and complaining," but like, no. I'm telling my truth, and if you don't like what I have to say, feel free to sound off in the comments. Like, I know my shit. I know my Halloween movies, and like, this is how I feel. Like, I'm a really diehard Michael Myers fan, and I'm allowed to pour out my fucking feelings if I want to. I think the highlight to this movie was before the movie. They showed a trailer for this film called Megan, which is with this creepy fucking doll, but it's hysterical. Me and my brother were bawling at the fucking trailer. We actually have a group text, me and my brother and cousin, like, because we sent the trailer to our cousin. And it is hysterical. I need to check out this movie Megan and laugh my fucking ass off. But that was probably like the best part. It was like before the movie. Like we were like laughing before this film. Oh yeah, the credits looked really shitty. I think they did a good job with the jack-o'-lantern, like making it like kind of resurrect and die again. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But the blue font, why? It's Halloween. You guys didn't have to do the blue font. It just looked shitty, my opinion. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else anything else that I could talk about. I could say like that's shitty about this movie. I mean, it's kills. The kills are whack. The I don't want to say the acting's bad. No. But actually, I felt like some of the acting was bad. Maybe with like this teenager squad. What really sucks is that there wasn't like a group of characters to feel for. Like I don't know. Laurie and Allison had this kind of like meltdown towards the end of the movie where Allison wanted to go off with Corey, and then Laurie's like, he's bad, he's evil, he's tainted, whatever. But and it was sad, but I felt like the other two films, like 2018 and Kills, just did a better job with characters and feeling for characters and getting to know them. And this one just, I didn't really like know anyone. I didn't really care about anyone. And let's just get back to Michael Myers. He was completely curbed and sidelined in this movie. At one point, he didn't even know how to. He was like all old and he didn't know how to like kill, or he hadn't killed, and it was just bugged out. And there's actually a point where Corey, I think was just at this doctor's house, and he just like killed this doctor, and then Michael like kills the nurse that was there. They were like hooking up, the doctor and nurse. Still don't know why. I guess Corey went to the house probably because he heard that the doctor didn't was treating Allison wrong. I don't know, but Michael was there with him, so it's just bugged out. And the next clip, I believe, Corey's on a motorcycle, and I shit you not, I swore that Michael was going to be on the back with like his mask on. It was, and his hair was going to be blowing in the wind. He was going to be like hugging him. This is a bugged out movie. I wouldn't have been surprised if they actually did that, but they didn't. They did not. It was with Allison, but this film was just bad. I'm telling you guys, do not go watch it. I said it in the beginning of the. If you are one of those people that just watches reviews and you don't give a fuck, and you still go out to the movie or whatever, like wait till you can watch this movie for free. You don't have to go sit in the movie theater and go watch this. It's not a big blockbuster. It's not like you're gonna go see this film and you're gonna be like, oh my god, bro, Halloween ends, yo, bro, that was a good fucking movie. No, it's the complete opposite. It's lackluster, it's boring, I feel it's underwhelming. It's not good. It's not a good movie. And it's funny because I went to like just somebody else's review, just some popular people that like have review pages, and I always feel, I'm like, do they feel the need that they have to talk good about a film if they have like a lot of followers or some shit like that? I don't know. But this movie, you could even just look it up. It doesn't have, like, literally on Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and IMDb, it's failing. Like, it's already bad. It might go up. I don't fucking know. But I'm here to tell you guys as the fuck it is. It's a bad Halloween film, and it doesn't feel like a Halloween movie at all. I can't believe I actually just sat here and kind of just like shitted on this movie for like 22 minutes. But I feel a lot better than I did. And hey, there's so many other ways to go with Halloween. I'm glad that this is over. That this has come to an end. Because I think it's time, even though it might take some time to get Michael Myers into a new storyline, or for somebody else to, figure out what to do with this character and do it right. But it could happen again. And it doesn't have to be a big Hollywood production. Nowadays there's so many other outside different kinds of movie people, different movie making that happens and stuff like that. And who knows, we can get like a good Halloween movie on Netflix someday, or Hulu. I just watched the new Hellraiser movie, and that was fucking crazy and fucked up, but I give them credit. Some people knew what the fuck they were doing, and I respect it, even though I'm not into all the torture, fucked up films like that. Anyway, Halloween ends. If I really had to score it at out of 10 stars or out of 100, it gets like a 40. Like out of like 100, it gets like a 45. Like that's like, I used to fail my math test, and I used to get like 40s and like 27s on my math test, because I'm not good at math. Halloween ends gets like a 40. It might get lower than that. I'm shocked that this is what got put out. And shit, I would love it if this made its way to, the people who made this movie. Y'all should fucking recheck how you work and how you make movies, yo. My dream is to make a movie and be an actor. Go figure. I would definitely do Michael Myers justice someday. Not saying that the other two films, 2018 and Kills didn't, but just this whole trilogy, ain't feeling it. Mm-mm. I mean, I do love the way Michael Myers looked in Halloween 18. I think the mask is fucking great. But this trilogy to say that this was it. You know, these are the this is the sequels to the original 78 film. Nah, I'll take my 1981 sequel over this shit any day, or even the cult, whatever the fuck it was. Like really, I like H1 to H5. I'm not really a fan of Halloween 6, but I'll fucking take H1 to H6 over this fucking shit that we got. At least they did the supernatural right with Michael. You guys over, Bloomhouse, David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, you guys unfortunately humanized Michael too much. You made him too human-like. He's supernatural. I do understand about the whole supernatural occurrence thing happening, like how you made it seem like in Halloween Kills, he made it everyone erupt and everyone go crazy and like the whole protest thing at the fucking hospital. And then in this one, making people still paranoid, 4 years later. Sure, you want to go that route, sure. But Michael Myers in fucking general is supernatural. Like, yeah, he was a bit supernatural in this one. He was able to get stabbed, even in Kills, able to get shot and like still walk up. But where was the lurking in these movies? Where was the stalker of Michael Myers in these films? Where was like the build up, the chase scenes? What a waste. Truly, what a waste. So I've spent almost a half hour ranting about this film. It's shitty. Halloween Ends is a shitty film. And again, I don't want my channel to be like where I just like talk shit about horror films. This is like the fourth review that I'm putting up. But actually, out of the 4 reviews, this one is actually positive. So hopefully in my next reviews, I'll be able to like start editing my videos. I want to start getting into that. But yeah, I just needed to get my opinion out there. Yeah, I fucking did. So I'm going to leave it at that. I just said that kind of weird. But I really hope you guys don't go see this movie in the theater. Do not. It's bad. So anyway, with that, I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning into my channel and listening to my thoughts. Feel free to comment, subscribe, talk your talk, whatever you gotta do. I would love to hear. So with that, I'm out. Later.